Hey everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, another edition. Hope you are doing well out there. It is another music show from our Newburyport studios. Today's guest, first timer on the show, always very exciting, Amanda Adams, local Boston artist. Take it away.
Thanks. Ride to the coast just to take a photo. Don't think he's right for you, said everyone we both know. But you look to me like the other side's deeper shade of green. I should have said you were my second time around. I should have known that I just needed a way out. But you sounded to me like the siren's ever sweet harmony. And I never meant to go so fast. And I never meant to get so far to just turn back. Sweet summer past, imagine that we got lost in the same daydream. Put you down in the miles between Portland, Maine and New Year's Eve. I know you're fine, and so am I. But you don't know why I did it. I just thought things would be different. Let you go, so we both had what we thought we had. I know you saw us in some barn with twinkling lights, and I'm sure you'll wind up there with someone just as nice. But I felt like an idea to you, more than I ever felt. See, and I tried to make you into something you can't be. Someone from long ago gave me what I need, and I thought I saw the shadow in your face, but it was just a memory. And I never meant to go so fast. I never meant to get so far to just turn back. Sweet summer past, imagine that we got lost in the same daydream. Put you down in the miles between Portland, Maine and New Year's Eve. I know you're fine, and so am I. But you don't know why I did it. I just thought things would be different. Let you go, so we both had what we thought we had. He'd ride to the coast, forget to take a photo.
Woo, Amanda Adams.
Thanks.
Nicely done.
Thanks so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
First time. Where have you been? No.
Around.
Well, this is good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you coming to us from? Where have you been? I know the answer to that. But
Okay. I am today coming from just outside of Manchester, New Hampshire.
staying there with some family.
Because you're just back from...
Just back from Sevilla, Spain. Which
How
was
long?
awesome. I was there for like 4.5 months.
That's crazy.
I know.
How much fun was that?
Unbelievable amounts of fun.
Is it nice to be home?
It is, but it's really surreal. It feels like
Yeah.
if this is real, that had to be a dream, or
Yeah,
vice
yeah.
versa. This might be the dream, and that was real. I don't know. But
Yeah, I get that feeling. So has it been? You're playing a lot of music, I see. You're
Yeah.
there a lot. Actually, I met you because mutual friends were like, "You have to come see this woman play," and I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Yep, she's coming on."
thanks
So
so
now
much.
we do it.
That's so nice.
Are you getting back into the swing of like playing a little bit, or is that?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the main reason this feels so surreal, because
Yeah.
it's just right back to the normal life I had before going to Spain, which was really busy with gigs.
Yep.
And so I'm so thankful that's the case. But I'm playing a lot of restaurants and events and stuff.
Well, that's
fun
good.
shows. Yeah.
It's a good time of year to be playing, right? It's
Definitely.
summertime in this area. Do you play mostly in Massachusetts or New Hampshire? What's the schedule look like? Good mix?
Good mix. I'd say maybe 60-40, more New Hampshire.
More New Hampshire. There's a lot
Yeah.
of places up in New Hampshire to play.
Definitely, yeah. And they came
Yeah.
back, I think, a little bit sooner. They were doing outdoor
I would say a
concerts.
little bit sooner, yeah. I was a joke. We did a thing called, we've had people on this show that were part of that show, but called Seabrook Idol up there.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a competition, American Idol style, and like there was not a mask to be seen in this place at a lot of nights, which was fine for whoever. You go out at your own risk up there, but like here it was just a different world. You couldn't even go to some places without a mask, and it was
Right.
like, wait a minute, that's 10 miles from there,
I know.
Weird.
It's crazy.
Weird times. But what can you say about pandemic life? What else is new? What have you been up to?
I'm about to release a song, which is
Whoa.
cool. I'm excited about that.
Which one?
It's called Idaho.
Okay. You playing
Really
that one today, or are you holding that one off? No
I'm
pressure.
not holding it off.
But you're
to
not
be-
playing it
I'm
today.
not playing it, but for a weird reason. It has this like note in the chorus that I'm like so hesitant to sing live.
Really?
I haven't ever played it at a show, which could be like
yeah.
a good promo thing. Like, you'll never hear this live. You have to listen on
Yeah.
the day it's released to hear it.
But thanks for asking, Drew. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'll be out in a few weeks, but
Cool. That's exciting.
never hear it before that, or maybe even after that.
We'll see how it goes. We were joking off the air about some of the song titles you were telling our producer. By the way, Cal Eaton, new producer. I keep mentioning his name. He's doing it today. Sarah Blackstone, as always. Sarah Hayden in the house, our small but mighty Newburyport NCM Hub team. Thank you all. But we were joking off the air about how you were saying, those are, I guess we have one happy one. Do you find yourself writing in the dark and kind of depressing way sometimes? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the best albums of all time are that way.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to put me in that vein, I guess. But I definitely do that. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the singer-songwriter style a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I find if I write happier songs, they end up being kind of cliche, and I
Yeah.
try to steer away from that. But I've been trying to get into jazzier chords lately, which then I feel like jazz can't be cliche. So then
There you go.
I'm writing happy jazz songs and sad singer-songwriter songs.
Okay, you're either gonna get one of the two. No, that's funny. What has your favorite place been to play around here,
Oh, that's a good question.
or city? Like, I don't know. What's your favorite?
Okay.
Let's go with city. A little more broad. You don't have to.
Like a cover gig or like an original music venue?
Let's go. Either.
Okay. I have a big answer. No.
Drum roll, please.
I play this place up in Laconia, New Hampshire for cover gigs.
You're not the first person who says Laconia, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
I
else?
don't know. I forget who. But I just know when they
Okay.
pop up. I get a lot of Portsmouth. I get what's the other one in New Hampshire? We get a lot of Portsmouth. See, I know them when I hear them. But somebody else
Think
said
of
Laconia.
someone
There was like a biker. It's a big biker thing, right?
That's true. They have
Yeah.
Bike Week there, and I've never seen so many
Yeah.
leather clothing stands for Bike
Yeah,
Week.
yeah.
It was crazy. It was really
That's
cool.
what this led us into as a performance during Bike Week, and it was the best thing ever on the water with bikers on the side of the road. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
it's not
place.
that.
No, this place I played has had like people from Bike Week there.
Oh.
But I didn't play during Bike Week this time
Gotcha.
around. But it's still just such a cool spot. It's like
It
an
is.
outdoor-only restaurant where they run from May to October called Barcelita. And
So
it's
that's-
kind of like gourmet Mexican and seafood, and they do, yeah.
You just like the food. No.
I love the food. They have the best guacamole I've ever had in my life.
Do these places take care of their artists enough, by the way, in general? Do you
Oh
guys
my
feel the
God,
love? Yeah,
yeah.
you do? Okay.
It's
Except for
crazy.
that one place. No, just kidding.
Yeah, except for that one. No, but I was talking to somebody the other day who's like a lot older and more experienced, and he's like,
Yeah.
when you first start out, it's like a huge deal. Part of the perk of playing anywhere is the food.
Yeah.
Because then you don't grocery shop, for dinner basically ever. And that's true. And then oftentimes I'll have enough food that I eat lunch the next day off of my gig. So they
Oh, how
take
about
really
that?
good care of
That is a good
providing
perk,
food.
actually.
And, oh, yeah. And usually just the staff at the places I play are so
Yeah.
nice, too. And just like always bringing water and whatever. They take good care of.
Especially this day and age, we have staff shortages like all over the place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys feel that? Like, I don't, maybe it doesn't affect the artist at all, but
Well, it's weird. It's not so much, I haven't noticed that it seems like shorthanded. It's that there are no customers. It's really bizarre. I was just talking to a friend of mine, a fellow musician today, about that and how it's like every gig we play is pretty empty.
Really?
And then the restaurant owners and managers are speculating, oh, maybe it's graduation parties, maybe it's the 4th of July, and there's
yeah.
always like maybe this is the reason, but I think it's just something else.
So, like, you mean
pandemic
specifically
related.
right now, like the beginning of this summer, you mean?
Yeah, since I've been back and playing since the beginning of June, it's been more often than not. Gigs are like
Really?
like restaurants are very slow. They'll often pick up
Yeah.
by the end of the night, but sometimes they kind of just stay dead the whole night, and then the restaurant owners will say, we don't know what happened.
That is
This
interesting.
isn't usually like this. So I don't know. I'm not sure where people are. Maybe just outside. They're just happy to be back out in the world.
Happy living their own lives.
I know.
That's interesting. Because I mean, you hear so much. I wonder if people maybe, my first thought that comes to mind is maybe people are upset about like slow service with the staff shortages.
Yeah, maybe. They're just having
I
cookouts.
can't imagine though. Most people are cool with that, right? Maybe not. Maybe people get very angry about that. Could be wrong. We'll have this figured out by the end of the show.
Okay.
Biggest influence music wise?
I guess Nora Jones. Big fan of mom music.
Sometimes we have to fake these conversations we've had off the air because I already know the answer, just so you know.
Right. Yeah. Who else did I tell you? I really, really want to be like, I don't know if you've heard of, maybe you've heard of Lake Street Dive.
I have.
But then have you heard of the duo of the lead singer Rachel Price and her friend Vil Ray? He just goes by first name because I guess Vil Ray is very unique.
No.
So it's Rachel and Vil Ray, and they're so cool.
Really?
I want to do exactly what they do, just sing these cool jazz standards and
I will check
jazz
that out.
originals. Yeah, they're awesome.
I like Lake Street. I
Yeah.
saw them. They were one of the last shows I saw before the pandemic, actually, because I went to see. Who was that band? I think they brothers, maybe even brothers in the title. I'm struggling on memory today.
Wood
was it in Worcester?
Brothers?
No, I love the Wood Brothers.
Yeah,
He
me too.
loved them quite a bit. No. I think they're like Midwestern guys. Oh, what is their name? Driving me crazy. They were the opening act for them in Worcester, and I remember just like catching the end of Lake Street Dive, and I knew I wanted to see all of Lake Street Dive, and I just couldn't get in there for the whole thing. But I was like, I wanted more of that. The other band was good too. They're big. Who are they? I'm gonna go to my music in a
Yeah.
second. But yeah, that was my last show before the pandemic, and I was like, oh, they were great, and I wanted to go see more of them, and then this pandemic hit. And is that part of the reason why you went away?
No.
No, you had planned for a long time.
Oh yeah, pre-pandemic. Yeah.
That was
My,
pre-pandemic plan.
Yeah, my boyfriend finished his degree over there, so I just
Oh.
went along and
That's a
learned
good go
Spanish.
along.
Yeah, I know. It's like I could stay here and gig a little bit throughout the winter. I could go to Spain and try and learn Spanish. And
Yeah.
obviously
How'd the Spanish go?
pretty okay. I was pretty naive about it. I studied French, and I was like, a lot of it's still in my brain. French and Spanish are similar.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
been doing some online programs a little bit ahead of time, and I was like, once you're fully immersed, you have to become fluent, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's
So they have notoriously like the most difficult accent in the world for Spanish in southern Spain. So they're like, if you learn Spanish here, you'll be able to understand it anywhere in the world.
Yep.
But I did not quite conquer Spanish well there.
You're
I
probably
was,
hard on yourself though.
I was conversational by the end.
Yeah.
If like talking to a child, I don't know. I could talk to people, but in the vocabulary of a child.
Should we do the rest of this in Spanish?
That'd be great. Yeah. Do you speak Spanish?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll lead. No, I cannot.
I got it. Avett Brothers, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
I like
They're
them.
great.
Yeah.
They are
they're
pretty
cool.
big.
I know. You would think I wrote it down. I wrote it down in case I forgot. I very much
minute.
question my memory at that. You can't call me out. That wasn't on film. Yes, I did write it down. Didn't want to forget again. It'd be embarrassing. You got another one for us there? I want to make sure I get all the music out today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'm playing guitar.
I forgot about that part. So that last song, What We Thought We Had, was the most recent one I released.
Very nice.
Thank you. And this was the one right before it. I wasn't ever too crazy about it, but I like it now. Weird. I don't like promote it too much because I like the most recent one better. But
all right.
It's called "Say What You Want."
Amanda Adams on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I roll my eyes. She can't remember a word from all the hard she's heard, but she sets a place at the table and claims that she's grateful. She'll ask you to do her a favor. You can hardly deny her. It makes you hate her. But she carries on with the show. Can't be burdened to know. So say what you want, and I'll forgive you. 'Cause my mother taught me that's just what you do. Say what you want, but I've seen the truth. And I know this anger just hurts me, not you. She shows him off in a photo. She tries to pretend as if they don't all know when they play alone. The game goes on and on. But she'll never say she's sorry. She knows there are lines, but she'll call them all blurry. She loves you, she shows it, she hurts you, she knows it, she's broken. So say what you want, and I'll forgive you. 'Cause my mother taught me that's just what you do. Say what you want, but I've seen the truth. And I know this anger just hurts me, not you. But it's hard to believe that it's what you would do.
Oh, Amanda Adams. Very nice. I like that one, Amanda.
Thanks so much.
You're starting to like it.
It's grown on me.
When do you know you have a good one? Do you have to you know it right off the bat sometimes, or does it always take you a wild ride?
I usually know, but then sometimes
Yeah.
if I can be completely wrong. Like I can think a song's great, and then I show people, and then as soon as I show other people, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
I don't like this at all. Or the other way around, where I'm like, I don't like this song, but I'm going to show someone. As soon as I play it in front of somebody else, I'm like, actually,
Gets a
this
good
was
reaction.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like I can tell that I do like it more now once I've like performed it sort
Yeah.
of even in front of one friend.
Some songs do come to life like when you play in front of people, right? It's different
Yeah.
than when you're just in your
Totally.
bedroom or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know where you write your songs, but it's,
Under the bed.
Under the bed, is that right? Yeah. Yes. I don't know. This is just I find that way like going to see music too sometimes. Like I'll listen to an artist all the time on whatever however you listen to your artist. No need to advertise anything. And you go to see him live and you're like, wow, I was like kind of a fan and now I'm a huge fan,
Yeah, totally.
Or I wasn't a fan at all and now I'm a fan, it's like, that happens to me a lot though when I see people live,
right.
People that just come to life in a live room. I don't know. What has been the toughest part about coming back from a trip from Spain? Has it been like just actually getting into a routine where like you're working all the time, or has it been just the whole blur of it all?
I think the blur of it all. I think the routine part kind of came back naturally, which was a surprise. Yeah. Towards the last couple days in Spain, I was thinking like the culture shock and everything is just going to be so...
Do you play over there at all?
Only a little bit. I played open mics. They really just have flamenco music there.
Yeah.
It's like, or street buskers.
They must love hearing like that's different for them, right?
Yeah, it's funny. If I had owned a battery-powered amp there and I looked into buying it, but wasn't sure if I'd ever like make the cost back, people told me that like in southern Spain they love like native English speaking accents.
Yeah.
And so they would like, love to hear that on the street. So I thought about doing that and busking because that's really one of the only options for playing there. They don't hire musicians.
Really?
Unless it's for like a dinner flamenco show, and then obviously it's only flamenco guitar, which I don't do at all. Yet, maybe if I go back there. No, it's totally crazy talented style though. But yeah, so I played some open mics at some really cool spots. People are so welcoming there. And then I played this one show on the rooftop of an art gallery right before leaving, which was a really cool community to tuck into at the end of my time there.
That's cool. How many songs you play?
I played like a full show,
set?
like 45-minute set or something.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was good.
I think next time we can make a whole thing out of it. I think we rebuild the whole area and start doing
Okay.
American musicians.
Yeah.
We'll have a whole port. Be good.
In Spain.
In Spain, yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised they don't do more of it there. I always feel it being such a
too.
party. I don't know.
I thought that
party culture, I guess.
Yeah, I thought that I would just try and pick up some gigs while there. I reached out a bunch of places my first week, never heard back from any of them. And then as I started going to restaurants, I realized most restaurants are just on the street, like on the curb. Then they wouldn't really hire anybody inside like they do here.
Gotcha. When did you first pick that thing up? When did you know you wanted to do this?
I don't know. I guess when I moved to California right after graduating from college,
Are you really from here? No, I'm just kidding.
Hardly. No, I don't know. I want to live in a place for like more than 1 year at some point.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That has never happened.
I signed one-year lease in all of my almost 28 years.
And that was in Boston?
Yeah, at Cambridge.
Cambridge, yeah. I was just at is it Somerville or Cambridge? We're at Club Passim. Cambridge. I was just there the other night.
Yeah, Cambridge.
Yeah, we went to Club Passim. I love that place. You
Nice.
ever been there?
I have only once to see a show of Old Tom and the Lookouts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They played there.
Yeah.
Great friends of the show.
Yeah,
They
they're
sat
great.
right there once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Old Tom and what's his the fiddle player?
Cecilia. Yeah.
She's great.
They're awesome together. They played with like a 5-piece band that night. That was my first and only time so far at Club Passim. Super cool.
Great spot.
Yeah.
It's cool how you guys are all friends, like not just you guys, but like the whole musicians tend to look out for each other. I say that on the show a lot.
Nice.
I mean, naturally, I guess you probably have to like maybe cover for each other sometimes too, so
Totally.
that helps. But in general, I don't know if I've ever come across a situation where I've almost felt like bad blood or rivalries. Like it feels like everybody's different and everybody knows that, and even
Definitely.
and like nobody's gonna be me anyway. So like let's just do your best to help out the next person. I get that
Definitely.
vibe from everybody.
Right, and I think that there's like enough room for everybody's success. It's
Yeah.
not like you or me, and like you said, that's what I was going to say. Everybody's so different,
Yeah.
even in the same singer-songwriter style. Like people write totally unique songs and have
Yeah.
unique voices and styles of playing, so it doesn't really feel like competitive.
I think, yeah, and I've never ran into that here, so that's a good thing. I wonder if it's like that in all parts of the country, all parts of the world. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
it's
don't know
cutthroat
either.
elsewhere. But
yeah.
here it's good.
Yeah, definitely. That's my experience here too.
So are you planning to travel the world still here as we go, or are you going to be like trying to do a 1-year lease here next? What's your plan?
Oh,
Don't ask me that. It's wild.
it is wild, actually. So for many years, I had been thinking I would move to New York City.
Oh, yeah.
My duo partner was there.
You have a duo partner?
Not anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
he passed in a terrible accident.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. He's
Yeah.
an incredible guitarist, still has music online, and we had been gigging together like a bit in New York and Boston and some of New England and stuff. So I had been planning to go to New York with him and kind of like set up shop and try and do gigs around there. But it kind of just kept getting pushed back with the whole like Spain and pandemic, of course.
Yeah.
So the New York dream grew a little bit, I don't know, faded, distant. Yeah. And so I think finally I will try and make a go of it
You
next
want New
year.
York?
It's like a weird feeling. It's like I feel like I should go to New York just because it's something new and
A lot of music.
a lot of just arts in general, I think,
Yep.
and that's kind of a cool.
It's a great
thing to
spot.
be
I love
around.
the city.
Yeah.
I've always thought it would be fun to live there, maybe for like a year.
Yeah.
I could never do it for like a long period of time though.
Me
It's
neither.
too hustle and bustle for me.
I agree. I always think when I get away from New York, like, oh, I could never live there. It's too crazy. And then I go visit a friend for a
Yeah.
few days, and I'm like, oh, I could live here. It's kind of exciting. But like you said, I think just like a year or so.
Yeah, I tell that to my wife. She's like, "You kidding me? You are hustle and bustle. You would love it there." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, but I need like at least the option to like, rest the mind and like to not be in the city. Like I need that opportunity and like
Yeah.
I don't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I love New York City. It's a great spot. We actually saw great music there. Our last trip, for whatever reason, it was just like a great stretch of just random bands, and I was like,
Nice.
we have not picked a bad.
Nice.
A lot of them were like duos and stuff too. We had not picked a bad group yet, so I don't know. I haven't been since the pandemic. I used to go every year pretty much, but have not.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah, and apparently we
for a
weren't
couple
supposed to be
days.
traveling much during the pandemic over the last
Right.
couple of years. So maybe that slowed things down.
Good work.
And I have dogs, as you do, right?
I do. I have one dog.
Yep.
She's the best.
That's hard
Offense.
going away.
I know.
Dogs, toughest part.
I know.
It
It was tough leaving her.
What was the reaction when you
Spain.
came home?
Crazy, but I guess I thought like the longer I go away, the crazier the reaction. But really, it's like just about as crazy of a reaction as if like I go to the grocery store and come back. She's like, "Oh my God, you've
Yeah.
returned."
There's
So-
only so much crazy
Yeah.
a dog can do at once.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's already pretty crazy.
That's
which is
always a
the
cool
best.
moment, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Did you thought? I think I remember you saying you thought about bringing her, but just it didn't make sense, right?
Right. I looked into it a lot, and it was actually the plan for like
Life
9
of dog
months.
owners here, people. It's like, how can we make it work with the dog?
I thought it would, but then I, read all this scary stuff about taking dogs
Mm-hmm.
on planes, and she's pretty old, and I was like, oh, I can't risk
Yeah.
that for going
How
for
old?
4 months. She's gonna be 12.
Yep. I think I said this.
as a lab,
I got
yeah.
a 12 or 13-year-old. We don't really know,
Right.
but that's what we call Henry, 12 or 13.
Henry.
My man.
Dog name.
I know. We kept that name. That's Henry. There he is. Big
Oh.
hound dog. He's loud. Still loud. Always loud. But no, he's a good guy.
His main characteristic.
Do you know he didn't bark for 3 weeks when I first got him?
Oh.
Got him from a shelter, and he was like 3 years old, 3 to 5, which is why I say like 12 to 13. And and we were like, wow, you ever heard of a hound dog that doesn't howl, bark? And everyone was like, oh. And one morning he just came up to the bed and just goes, like, starts howling. And I was like, well, there it is.
He was
Okay.
holding it
Yeah.
in.
He was like, I just got to check these people out for a little while, and then we'll see. Okay, I can howl.
Good. He's
Yeah.
comfortable.
He is
can let
comfortable.
his voice out.
Yeah, and it never went away. Good segue. How do you get comfortable on stage? Like, it's not. I hear even like some of the best artists in the world get nervous. You know what I mean? When they play live.
Of course, yeah.
Do you still get nervous?
I get nervous for 2 reasons, or 3 reasons, I guess. One, if I'm playing original music, because
Yep.
then I feel like if anybody listens to the lyrics, then they're like, whoa, I know something about this person and their experience.
That's the good part, right?
Oh, yeah, it's what
Yeah.
you want, but then it's like a little bit more nerve-wracking.
You've
than
opened
singing.
yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I get nervous if I know people in the audience. If it's just strangers, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry about
don't
that.
know why.
We went out to see you. Sorry.
what?
I said sorry about that. We went out to see you.
Oh, no, that was
Not
nice.
you
It's a
guys.
good nervous. It's a good nervous. No, I mean, I was nervous having you guys there. But, and then, oh my gosh, what was the third reason I get
don't know.
nervous?
You were the one
Oh,
who made it 3.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
can you tell me? No, it's if I have to talk, I'm really bad at talking on stage. Singing
Really?
originals even feels like so much better than saying anything, even my name.
See,
don't
I
know
like how
why.
you set up that last song, though. I was like, oh, she's good at that.
Oh,
So you're good at it,
thank
and you
you.
don't even know it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's a confidence boost. but-
Good. Are you playing tonight? It should be great.
Okay, thank you.
Go with just speaking for a while.
I'm gonna monologue for a little while here, guys.
Is she doing a lot of setups for each song?
All my cover songs, I explain
Yeah,
why I
exactly.
like them.
Do you ever mix in like a like I know a lot. I get the gig. It's a lot of these places. It's like playing music people know.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get the freedom a lot to mix in your own stuff, or do you have to kind of be careful of that? Or
I feel the freedom to do so, but I also feel like I want to put on a good show for the people who are there,
Yeah.
and not that I don't have faith in my originals, but when I can tell people are like recognizing song after song, I kind of don't want to lose the momentum and have them be like, huh, what is this one? So
Yeah.
it depends on the moment. I try and throw at least one original in.
how
on
many
every set.
times can somebody hear Wagon Wheel? Come on.
True. Yeah, they've never heard these songs before.
Really?
Maybe they'll love them
Yeah.
even
As
more.
you're like, as it turns out, people can hear it quite a bit.
That's true. That one always turns heads. People love Wagon Wheel.
You know, sure, it's fine. You know who wrote that song? Good trivia question.
Darius Rutger.
No.
Oh, who?
Bob Dylan.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It was a Bob Dylan throwaway that he like never really recorded. And then it was
Wow.
like picked up by a couple other bands. Old Crow Medicine, I think, made it big at one point.
Yeah.
And then Darius Rucker made it really big in recent times. But
What a mistake, Bob. Threw
well,
away a
no,
hit.
I don't think he cares. Yeah, I don't think he cares about much. If you've seen him in recent years,
I haven't seen him. I've heard some interviews, I guess.
he's like a I don't know how else to say it. He just doesn't care. Like there's audience friendly performers, and
Yeah.
he just is not that. He goes behind the organ now and.
Can he play the organ?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He can, but he's not like the most polished organ player in the world either. He just kind of
Doesn't care.
kind of doesn't care, but it works for him. It does work for him, but he sings a lot of the songs differently, which drives people crazy. Not like their own little twist. Like he's putting completely different twists on a lot of his,
Oh.
songs that sometimes the knock on him will be they are unrecognizable.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have not heard that. That's kind of cool to be able to do that.
It
It's like
is.
a second
Very
song,
few
like-
artists have that sort of like a power where they can do that and
Yeah.
still have people
people-
show
yeah.
up. But he's done it. He's earned it. But I love the guy. But
Nice.
he's a unique one. I don't think he cares very much about what anybody says, which is probably a good way to be.
Totally.
What do you got next for us? This is a Bob Dylan tune.
My idol, Bob Dylan. No.
By the way, I also kind of one of my idols. Not to knock Bob.
No.
I just as he's gotten older, he's just
Confident guy.
sure. We'll go with confident.
Well, this is not a Bob Dylan tune, unfortunately. I only play one of his songs, but
Which one?
Don't Think Twice. It's all right.
I love that song.
Me too.
Sorry. Continue on.
That's okay. All right. Well, here's a worse song than that. No.
I told you you're good at the setup thing.
Thank you. This song is actually my favorite that I've written, so I
Oh.
hope I don't let you down by telling you that. But it's called Forget What I Said About Goodbye. And I wrote this other song called I Love You and Goodbye. And then a few weeks later, was like, forget about goodbye. And I wrote this song.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a heartbreak song, I guess.
Amanda Adams on Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house.
I know that I told you to let go, but I'm the one who needed to be told. Well, there was something different about this goodbye, 'cause I could see you meant it in your eyes. Whenever he asks if I'm alright, all I can ever do is lie, lie, lie. I lie, lie, lie. Coffee stained, tear stained, I'll never be the same. 2 weeks too late, might as well have never came. But I don't wanna think in circles anymore, so I I said about goodbye. I told you if you miss me on somewhere, don't say a word, you'd better smother it. Well, I've been trying to heed my own advice, but the days are only easier than the nights. Thinking about when I saw you last, I'm feeling like I should have just ran right back, ran right back. Coffee stained, tear stained, I'll never be the same. 2 weeks too late, might as well never came. I don't wanna think in circles anymore, so why don't you show up out of the blue at my door? Just take me anywhere, we'll go out west and see what dreams are. Show up out of the blue in my life. We'll forget all the things I said about goodbye. Yeah, we'll forget all the things I said about goodbye.
Wow, Amanda Adams, very nice.
Thank you.
I love that one.
Thanks so much.
I think that.
Appreciate it.
Wow. So that's your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a happy song.
Love the happy ones. You know me.
Back to the general theme of the show. That was great. When would you rate that one?
Thank you.
You're still going backwards?
Backwards.
In order? You still like most recent one and then the one before?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
They'll all be played in order from.
And this is my first song ever. No, it's a couple of years old, I guess.
Yeah.
Not the one right before, unfortunately.
It's fine. It doesn't have to be in chronological order.
Thank you.
What's the songwriting style? Are you like, does it come to you all the time? Do you just, when it comes to you, sit down, or do you try to make like blocks of time?
I've done both. I think the blocks of time thing doesn't work for me. If I don't have an idea and I sit down, then like nothing will come out.
Yeah.
But I also find that there will be like long periods of time where I'm like, I'm not a songwriter anymore. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
And then there will be other long periods of time where it's like, I gotta write something down every day, which is obviously much more exciting. And I think I'm kind of in one of those periods right now, which is great. Yeah. So I've been writing a bunch of stuff.
So you have 6 new albums coming out.
6
Yeah.
full-length 12-track albums. No.
Do you ever do the have you ever done the band thing, or you prefer like the smaller scaled down?
I would actually, part of the reason for going to New York or hoping to go to New York is hoping to find bandmates. I would love to play in like a big band like Lake Street Dive, like have horns. That an upright bass. That's kind of like my dream.
Yep.
Makeup, but
so if there's any upright bassists out there,
upright bass players, horn players looking for a band. So
and you like my songs?
Yeah, I know they don't sound like they could lend themselves to like happy, upbeat, like big band stuff. But I think I have some ideas. I want to make a band for sure. And some new songs, of course. But I've played as a duo a couple different ways, and then once right before leaving for Spain with a full band, which was awesome at a venue down in Providence.
Do you feel that's because it's so many people say like it'll be weird, like you'll play a song of yours, and you know I played it for myself a million times on guitar, and then like a band for some reason like kind of brings it a different sort of life.
Oh yeah.
Which is, did you get that feeling even in that night?
Yeah, but I think they all were better, which
Yes.
is it was so cool.
Probably not. You were probably just because I mean sometimes the stripped down version is just the best.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think, well, we did a mix of both for the songs that I think like really needed to be acoustic and quiet, like the band laid back, which is really cool.
Stay out of my way, band.
I know, everybody quiet down back there. But yeah, so I think that was a good mix, and that's kind of like the ideal model for me, because I do have some of the like really mellow songs that I think it'd be weird, maybe just bass on, you know, but
She loves that bass.
I do. I love bass.
I've noticed you're obviously I think people can probably tell you're like an enjoyable person to go see live. You have a nice way about you. And a great voice and all that stuff. But when you get those compliments up there, like, because people go up, you know, whatever, give you tips, and then I notice a lot of people like to have a word, maybe at the wrong time.
Mid-song, that's happened.
Yeah, that has happened, really?
Oh, yeah.
Who does that?
People make song requests while I'm singing a different song, and then if I don't know the song, I have to tell them, I don't know that song, and then they come up with other one. That's kind of fun.
That doesn't seem fun at all.
It's funny.
Amanda, a word, please. I'm playing a song. That's lame. All right. Well, I was going to say go in the other direction, though. What's like the best compliment you ever got when people come up to you?
I don't know. I guess people, this just the general, like, I love your voice. That's a super nice thing to hear, because I feel more like a vocalist than a guitarist. But people have told me that I sound like my idol, my favorite singers. People have said, have you ever heard that you sound like Norah Jones? I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I could hear.
She is great.
Yeah.
That's somebody I've never seen, actually.
No?
I've always wanted to see. Yeah.
I saw her once.
Once?
In L.A., yeah.
In L.A.?
Yeah. She's great. She can't talk at all on stage. She's like, I
Really?
love that about her. She's like, I don't really have anything to say about this song, so I'm just gonna sing it. It's
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny. There's so many nervous tics that, like, even like when I mentioned superstars at the beginning who have had that, like, I just know these stories just, I guess, because they're kind of the guys I was into, especially growing up. But like, Springsteen was always a guy of mine, and I remember like being in a phase where I would take in all things Bruce. Like, I never missed a late night show, just, you know, whatever. He's like one of my first like artists I fell in love with.
Nice.
And I remember him on Letterman one night, and he was like noticeably uncomfortable. I was like, this is not the guy who just walked on stage like in front in the Garden, or I think it was Providence maybe when I saw him the first time. But that's not the guy who I saw play for 3.5 hours and was diving into the crowd and like doing other stuff. I was like, he was nervous.
Yeah.
And to the point where he actually called off stage, and they were talking about playing guitar. And he goes, yeah, let's get one of those out here. And he got the guitar because he was not comfortable just being there without, he needed to strum something. Yeah.
That's cool.
So Van Morrison, I heard,
True
nervous
musician.
wreck about playing live. Like if Van is hired to do like 90 minutes, you get like 89, 59. Yeah. Like,
What?
Yeah.
He needs that second.
Yeah, like he doesn't.
Take a breath.
It's just get in and out, because not my favorite experience.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's weird.
Wow.
So there's that.
Wow.
Best way to cope with it? Advice for the kids out there?
Advice for the
Nervousness?
kids.
I've never been asked for advice.
I have a lot of advice to share. No.
Let's sit back for a little bit and talk about this.
Advice for coping with nervousness?
Yes.
I guess I try and remember, somebody once told me, like, I think it was Jay Pizarros told me the most awkward show will be one where you don't say a word.
Yeah.
So as nervous as I am to talk, it'll be so much worse if I don't talk. Just playing song after song after song and not looking at or saying anything to your audience is like gonna weird them out more than if you say something kind of goofy or awkward. Because I know that I want to hear the artist say something about their lives and about the song, and so I always think like, people do want to know this as much as I think they don't want to know. I should say something.
That seems like really good advice.
Wow, thank you.
But wasn't it Jay's advice?
Yes, and I'm forwarding it along. The second half was mine.
That's true.
No, but no, Jay has great advice.
We joke because we're both very big Jay fans too.
We are.
You knew Jay before me, right? We had a fight. We had a fight about this one night of who knows Jay better. Just an awesome artist as well. You know what I love about him? I've noticed I've seen him more than I've seen you, obviously, but I've seen him in like a variety of different places. big,
Yeah.
small. He plays, everywhere, including the biggest of big right now. And I just, no
Right.
matter where you see him, same guy, same enthusiasm for the songs. Like it's just, I don't know, just the real deal.
He is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Hope you're doing well, Jay, out there on the South Shore. Here in our Newburyport studios, again, we're joined by Amanda Adams. Big thanks to Cal Eaton producing again today, Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden. This went by quickly.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah.
Where can people find your music?
Uh,
Or schedules or whatever? You got a website or social
do.
media? You can say all that stuff.
okay.
Just don't sell anything. That's illegal.
Okay. I don't have anything to say. I am on Spotify, Apple, all the streaming platforms, just under my first and last name, Amanda Adams. And then I have a website, amandaadamsmusic.com, and that's the same thing for all the social medias.
You good with tour dates and everything?
Yeah, there's a calendar on there.
There's a whole calendar.
There's a whole calendar.
Probably pretty full, I'd imagine, right now.
Yeah, mostly like the restaurant kind of gigs,
Yeah.
but I do have some original at music venue gigs coming up, which is exciting.
Which one do you like better?
Oh, the original
Yeah.
playing, and for an audience that's just there to listen to music, that's great.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Because the bars most of these bars are good. I think you're playing. I hate it. I went to see somebody who was saying this. Actually, it was not too far from these studios, but a friend of I don't think you know him, but a friend of mine was playing around here the other night, and they had like the game on, and it was loud.
Yeah.
It was like they were distracting.
The worst thing, yeah.
Because he's so good. I was
Yeah.
like, guys, you're not a star.
The worst thing is when a TV's behind you. Usually they'll
The
turn it
TV
off.
was behind.
But it's funny because then you think like people are watching you, but they're like
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
the game
Oh,
behind
hey.
you.
Yeah. You know what the worst part was? It wasn't even like a live game. It was
A
like the
rerun.
World Cup from like 6 months ago. No, it was the NCAA basketball tournament.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's not happening now.
No.
It's not March Madness. Anyway, that would be my goal I'm going to try to get that word out for all the bar places. Try to be respectful with your TVs.
Oh, usually I think places I've played will come and they'll turn it off. I've never asked
I do too,
anybody to.
but
yeah.
not all.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
angry about it. I get usually angry about it. Turn it off. I'm just kidding.
very nice.
I'm not really that angry, but I kind of am. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Amanda
you.
Adams. I've enjoyed meeting you here recently, and first time on the show. Let's not make it the last.
Perfect.
Come back.
Thank
We have return friends a lot, so
That's
we'll
awesome.
put you in the return friends category.
Thank you.
Again,
Would
thank you
love
to the production team, Cal Eaton, Sarah Blackstone, Sarah Hayden, our small but mighty team here in the Newburyport studios. You were going to play us out with one?
Yeah.
You're like, what?
I have to do another. I don't know any other.
Workaholic.
No.
Okay. Amanda is going to play us out with another song. And thank you all for joining us. Another music edition here from Newburyport. Hope the summer is off to a good start. This is my first show back from vacation. I think I look tanned. Do I look tanned? No. Maybe.
Yes.
Sunburned? No.
Mix.
I'm good. Good. But yes, I had a great trip away. So thank you all for joining us again. Another edition, Joppa Afternoon Drive, live at Drew's house. We'll see you next time. Amanda Adams, bring us home.
Thank you so much.
You're the master of telling me what I want to hear. We're alabaster, pretty statue carved out of fear. We breathe easy, reaching the far side of the bridge. Won't you sleep tight? Pray we won't go back over it. I don't mind if we don't sleep at all tonight. Gotta get it right. She said I love you. Not a word you say would ever change that if I heard you. Tell me how and I'll take it all back. We mean the best. Sometimes we're misunderstood. If I could give you this whole world, well, you know that I would. I don't mind if we don't sleep at all tonight. Gotta get it right. She said I watched you turn into the woman that I love. I said, can we dish up It's better if we make them all up. Know you better than to believe any of your white lies. You know me better to need words to know what's on my eyes. I tried to be like you. You tried to be me, but it's not working. Let's leave it behind. I don't mind if we don't sleep at all tonight. Gotta get it right. She said I watched you turn into the woman that I love. I said, can we ditch all the old rules? It's better if we make them all up. Said it's better if we make them all up. 'Cause you're the master of telling me what I wanna